This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works, understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.
Upgrade to Lime!
Welcome to the Barbados Today evening update for Thursday, February 12, 2015. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. We begin with news that 5 of the 90 Nigerian students staying at the Casa Grande Hotel in St. Philip have been relocated amid fears for their safety. A top official close to the now terminated Delta State Youth Empowerment Program tells Barbados Today the students were booked into another hotel to protect them from a few troublemakers of the group who have been intimidating and even attacking them. Their removal comes as police investigates a report of stolen money by one of the students. The 9-month study program was terminated recently amid continuing controversy. The Nigerian government is currently finalizing plans to have all students return home. Meanwhile, police have confirmed that one man is in custody assisting with investigations into the death of 22-year-old Lamar Carter. The body of the Spring Farm, St. Thomas resident was found by a police patrol in the wee hours of Tuesday morning in a motorcar on the road leading to the mangrove landfill in Vaucluse. According to reports, his body had several gunshot wounds and his hands and legs were bound. Lawmen were unable to apprehend the occupants of the car after they were intercepted. They escaped by foot into the surrounding bushes. Meantime, police spokesman David Wells says investigators are making steady progress into the shooting death of Jason Wall. Wall was killed on Sunday night by a masked gunman while liming in the Bellplain housing area in St. Andrew. 20-year-old Michael Archer has been remanded to prison in connection with the January 27th robbery of the Scotia Bank in Black Rock, while his mother, Mohande Duga Pinder, and stepfather, Adrian Pinder, were granted bail. Archer will return to the District A Magistrates Court on March 12 to answer those robbery charges and on February 17 to answer a drug charge. His stepfather, who was accused of handling stolen property, was granted $10,000 bail and his mother $2,000 for money laundering. They too will return to court on February 17. Police are seeking the public's help in locating a missing man from St. Philip. He is 28-year-old Shane Cumberbatch of Almond Close, Ruby Park, who has been missing now for 9 days. According to police, Cumberbatch left home around 7 p.m. on February 3rd in a brown Nissan Almera, registration number P3515. He is about 5 feet 11 inches tall, stoutly built, brown in complexion, and wears dreadlocks in a tam. He has a tattoo with the initial SC on his upper left forearm. Anyone with information is asked to contact Police Emergency 211 or the nearest police station. In other news, the Barbados Union of Teachers is standing its ground on strike action by its members from the Parkinson Memorial and Alma Paris secondary schools. Following a meeting with teachers at its headquarters this morning, BUT President Pedro Shepherd tells Barbados Today that they are not at all intimidated by the tone of a letter from the Ministry of Education instructing teachers to return to work, of which he says they are still to get an official copy.
The issue of the weapons last week was the straw that would have brought the camels back. It is not the only issue that we're dealing with. We have been having issues, as I said, for the last 4.5 years at Alma Paris, over 15 to 16 months at Parkinson, and those are the issues that we're dealing with. It's not a one-off thing. Yesterday we wrote the ministry and we said that we think we are at the stage where we have to declare as a dispute. The ministry has refuted that. They has asked that teachers return to work immediately, while the teachers are here this morning. So they have not returned immediately. The ministry will now have to use whatever method, whatever approach they have within their capacity to see how they can get teachers to return to those two environments immediately.
Shepherd also makes it clear that the issues facing the teachers have been festering for far too long, and the Ministry of Education needs to step in and address them.
The Ministry of Education has a responsibility to deal with the matters, and they have refused to deal with the matters for 4.5 years that I'm embarrassed. And now, from the time Jeff Brooms went to Parkinson in 2013 February, they have not been in with those two principals who continue to behave as though they are laws upon themselves.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In sport, a carnival atmosphere in Australia and New Zealand as the host countries held ceremonies to mark the start of the ICC World Cup. The event, which was free to the public, began with 4 big backyard cricket matches for children, each played at a themed station. There was a Caribbean corner, a Sobej Kiwani mini venue, a South Asian station, and a Victorian theme match, replete with ladies and gentlemen dressed in fancy garb. To news from the region, Trinidad and Tobago's longest-serving Member of Parliament, Patrick Manning, is calling it quits. Manning, who was a no-show at the screening of his People's National Movement yesterday, wrote to his political leader, Dr. Keith Rowley, giving reasons for his decision. Manning, who was weakened by a stroke 2 years ago, said his health had not improved sufficiently and as a result will bow out of politics. This move paved the way for new candidate Randall Mitchell to get the nod for the San Fernando East constituency.
Mitchell served as an elections officer at the PNM party level. He was also coordinator in 2 constituencies and served as an area manager of the San Fernando East constituency. He's also an attorney at law and a businessman hailing from San Fernando.
Humbled. There's work ahead, but thankfully to Mr. Manning, he has left a trail of political experience, so it wouldn't be that difficult a job, but we have some work to do.
On the international scene, an Egyptian court today approved bail for 2 Al Jazeera journalists convicted of aiding the outlawed Muslim Brotherhood. Mohammed Fahmy and Bahir Mohammed, who were detained for more than a year, were facing 10 years prison sentences, along with Australian colleague Peter Gers, who was freed last week. More in this BBC report.
Everybody cheered in court when the judge announced that all the defendants will be out. The case has been adjourned until the 23rd of February. Mohammed Fahmy will be bailed 250,000 Egyptian pounds, nearly $30,000. But finally they will be out. There were lots of hope that the judge today is going to respond positively to the request submitted by the lawyers to release the defendants. Actually, before the judge announced his verdict, Fahmy gave a very emotional speech. He said that he had no other option but to renounce his Egyptian nationality. He said that he didn't ask for it, but he received a call from a high-profile official who told him that if he renounced his Egyptian nationality, he can be out because they want this case to be closed. He denied any kind of relation with the Muslim Brotherhood. He said that we didn't commit any acts of violence to be charged with terrorism.
That's our Barbados Today evening update, but we will be back again tomorrow morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV, as well as Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Do have an enjoyable evening.
This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works. Understand?
even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.